Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. First special Shramik train carrying more than 1,400 stranded persons of Nagaland arrives from Chennai. International Day of Biodiversity being observed today. PHE Minister Zhimomi launches mask awareness campaign at Dimapur. And all interstate borders of Mon District with Assam sealed with immediate effect. The first special Shramik train carrying 1,477 stranded persons of Nagaland arrived this evening from Chennai. The train was scheduled to reach Dimapur railway station this afternoon. However, with a delay of about 5 hours owing to bad weather condition, it reached at 6:15 p.m. Upon their arrival, a brief prayer was conducted, after which the passengers departed from the train. The baggages of the returnees were sanitized at the disinfectant tunnel. All the returnees will be quarantined at various facility quarantine centers. The special train departed for Nagaland on 19th May. Today is International Day for Biodiversity. Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Prakash Javadekar, today addressed a virtual celebration of International Day for Biological Diversity in New Delhi. In his address, Javadekar said India has 2.5% of the world's land mass, 16% of human and 16% of cattle population, but it has still preserved around 8% of the world's biodiversity, as Indian philosophy has always preached about the world as a family and living with nature. He said many steps are being taken to preserve biodiversity. He said the government has passed Biodiversity Act in Parliament, and since 2014, every panchayat maintains a biodiversity register. On the occasion, the minister launched the Biodiversity Samrakshan internship program. Nagaland State Biodiversity Board NSPP, in collaboration with Kohima Press Club, today observed International Day for Biological Diversity under the theme of a solution are in nature at Kohima by maintaining social distancing. Speaking on the occasion, Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, C.M. Chang, said, "It is time to introspect ourselves and coexist with nature." He said nature has been abused due to various reasons, mainly developmental activities, without concern for biodiversity. The minister said there is need of working in a mission mode for biodiversity conservation with an objective of turning the tide of destruction into a new positive relationship between people and nature. Chang therefore said the policy and planning mechanism in every sphere of development should accommodate the aspect of biodiversity conservation. The minister further appealed all citizens to conserve nature, forest and wildlife, biodiversity, and take significance of biodiversity in planning and implementing development programs. On the occasion, the minister also released a short film and illustrative booklets on the theme. Chief Conservator of Forest and Member Secretary of NSPP, Supung Nukshi, today said that the state is blessed with a gift of nature, which plays an important role in the society. He said that Nagaland State, which falls under the Indo-Burma biodiversity hotspot, has numerous species of plants and animals which are not found in many parts of the world. He said the people of the state are given an opportunity of accessing many of these gifts of nature. He, however, voiced the urgent need to conserve what we have today. He said without proper planning and assessment of what the nature can benefit us, instead it is being destroyed at a very fast pace. In this, Supung Nukshi said media, the fourth pillar of the society, is one of the best platforms in dissemination of information, and it can impact in any matter that puts its importance on. The Chief Conservator of Forest said media fraternity is called upon in trying to create awareness and educate the people on the importance of the conservation and how to conserve the traditional knowledge. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. Minister for Public Health Engineering Zhimomi launched mask awareness campaign today, initiated by Better Dimapur in collaboration with Dimapur Municipal Council. Launching the campaign at Dimapur, the minister said the battle against coronavirus is not for the state government alone, but every citizen has a role to play. Stating that for every problem there is a solution, and for the coronavirus pandemic, the solution is prevention. He therefore said more awareness should be made to sensitize the general public on the preventive measures. Later, the minister handed over face masks for distribution and also donated a fogging machine to better Dimapur team. In view of the 2 COVID-19 positive cases in Sonari, Charaideo district of Assam, the Deputy Commissioner Mon has ordered sealing of all interstate borders of Mon District with Assam with immediate effect till further orders. The order said the interstate movement of people and vehicles will be strictly prohibited and cautioned that stringent penal action will be initiated against the violators as per provisions of the law. Minister of Health and Family Welfare S. Pangyapom today visited the designated COVID-19 hospital CHC Jaluki to oversee the preparedness of the hospital. Acknowledging the efforts of the frontline workers, various departments and civil societies, he said that it is the responsibility of all to prevent oneself and further urged upon all to collectively fight against the global pandemic. Advisor IPR, a CERT in Village Guard, Toshi Wongtong, in his short speech, emphasized on the importance of maintaining social distancing and to strictly follow the government's advisory. Meanwhile, advisor to water resources, Namrin Chung, also extended his gratitude to the civil societies and churches for assisting the district administration during the crisis. Confederation of Nagaland Chamber of Commerce and Industries and Business Community of Nagaland donated 2 disinfectant tunnels to the people of Nagaland at Dimapur railway station. During the handing over program held at a railway station Dimapur today, Agriculture Production Commissioner Nagaland, who is also in charge of Dimapur district for COVID-19 activities, while Tiketo Sema officially dedicated the disinfectant tunnels. He expressed happiness that many NGOs are taking part in the mission to fight COVID-19 pandemic. He also appreciated the media for playing an active role in the fight against the pandemic and encouraged them to continue creating awareness in the minds of the people. Tiketo also distributed face guard, masks and sanitizers to the media persons and police personnel. Nagaland GP Federation has appealed to the state government to show seriousness in combating against COVID-19 pandemic. In a release, the Federation expressed anguish over ill treatment meted out to the stranded persons outside the state by their landlords, shopkeepers and passers-by. The Federation also requested the government to disclose all the list of stranded students who have opted to stay back and are entitled for financial aid of 10,000 rupees. Stating that the centre has already sanctioned financial assistance for COVID-19, the Federation appealed the state government to be transparent to the public relating to transaction and utilization of money. Along with the rest of the world, Nagaland Beekeeping and Honey Mission, NHPM, and beekeepers of the state is observing World Bee Day from 20th to 22nd of this month under the theme Save the Bees. Commissioner and Secretary to the Governor and Team Leader, NHPM, Team Habemu Yantan, while highlighting the conservation of bees for a sustainable development, said, bees are essential components of almost all of the world's ecosystems and excellent indicators of the state of terrestrial environments, including response to global warming. Yantan said, in order to create more awareness on the contribution of the bees to the growth of wildflower plants and crops, the Bee Day is being observed focusing on bee production and good practices adopted by beekeepers to support their livelihoods and deliver good quality products. And now 20 news, here are the main points again. First special Shramik train carrying 1,400 stranded persons of Nagaland arrives from Chennai. International Day for Biodiversity being observed today. PHE Minister Zhimomi launches mask awareness campaign at Dimapur. And all interstate borders of Mon District with Assam sealed with immediate effect. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.